What's going on, guys? aarava here, and welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager Career Mode. We're, of course, ending the current season, and we're going to get into the pre-season of the next one, and hopefully also do one race at least of the next season. But we've got a lot of things to do before then, very, very important things to make sure the car is as good as can be. At the moment, we've got a gearbox being built at the moment. That'll take 10 days. If we look at the calendar, I think the pre-season actually starts, it apparently officially starts before the gearbox design is finished. So I don't know I don't know quite what that means, but we'll see how it goes. But at the moment we can only build one part at a time, so the gearbox will just have to wait 10 days still to go on that. We're still improving the parts that we can. I've got it to max performance now because we don't care about the reliability at the moment. It's all about performance because obviously the best part gets carried forward. So we're trying to increase the front wing suspension as well. If we look at our car in general, we've got levels quite high up now as well. Low speed and high speed above average. We've got suspension, which was down here, remember, before. We've now got it up to a pretty decent level, slowly climbing towards that average, but suspension's never been the most important thing at a track, apart from, I think, one place, which is Japan. That's only one race out of 13. You can see acceleration and brakes pretty much nearly up to average there, so we're getting the car up steadily, but it's still going to take some time. But obviously, we've got a lot of money hopefully accumulated for the next year's car, because actually the entire time, I didn't really touch upon it, but the entire time that season, I had a budget of fat stacks, high cost saving for next year's car. So we did a lot of saving for next year's car. So here's hoping that we get a pretty good cash amount for the car next season. We've got 4.5 as well on top of that anyway, and plus the prize money as well. So we'll see how much money we've got to play with. So I guess we'll continue on really and just see how things go. So the championship's going to end, so we're going to be looking at all the emails for the promotion and whatnot, and the prize money. So prize money for the 2019 season, it's going to be 29 million. I need to say 1,000. 29 million. There's a big difference there. 29 million. So we're going to accept that. 33.5. So I think that's pretty much, I think we've already started to, I think we'll get near enough or more than last year, I think, because we've done a lot more saving this time. But manager of the season is going to be the manager that managed the winning team, Mclaren Racing. The driver of the season is going to be Balcazar, actually. So for the second time in a row, Balcazar's come in second and also got the driver of the season. So she'll be happy with that. Also, that reminds me, update on the drivers. So a lot of you guys were agreeing with me that we maybe need to do something about Cruz, and then there were a lot of different ideas, some clever ones of maybe how to get around this whole breaking the contract thing. So what I'm doing is, you can see here, I've actually offered this guy, Pernay. I'm guessing he's French, so I'm gonna guess it's pronounced Pernay. So I've offered him or her, I can't even remember, Alexia, her. I've offered her a contract. She actually, I can't show you it right now, but when I offered the contract, she said she didn't care about wages, she didn't care about bonuses, she didn't care about position in the team, which is bloody amazing. And she's just as good as Cruz, if not a tiny bit better, because he's got potential to grow, unlike Cruz, where, well, he's got potential, but remember, he's been that star for pretty much the entire time we've had him, so he's really not growing at all. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully, if Pernay accepts the offer, we're going to put her as a main driver alongside Balcazar. We're going to put Cruz as a reserve driver, and so Cruz will still be contracted to us, we'll still be paying him, but the thing is, he might get very, very annoyed to the point where he wants to leave, and we may be able to, like, get another team to buy out the contract. Either way, we'll still have him, so maybe if it doesn't work out with Pernay, we can still put Cruz in. But I just don't think breaking the contract ourselves is going to be a way to go. So this way, we're not completely wasting money, but at the same time, we're sort of hoping that Cruz gets annoyed to the point where he wants to leave and another team breaks his contract, because we are going to be paying Pernay 339,000 a month, so that would be the equivalent of paying Balcazar 700,000 and Cruz the current 600,000. So we may be a little bit iffy on finances, but the hope is next year that we'll be able to offset that with really good performances and good sponsor targets, because hopefully our car will be a lot better, that we can get consistent podiums. I hope. I always say that, it never happens. Anyway, we've got some random driver retiring, so we'll continue on now. So we've got more mail. What's this going to be now? 2020 rules active now. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of an overview here. Rule changes for this year. Addition of the Black Sea GP. So that's addition, actually. So that's 14 Grand Prix now. So the calendar has been extended. Refueling ban. Okay, that's a big one, actually. That's a big one. Refueling is banned. So I no longer have to actually faff around with fuel levels. It's all about actually how we manage the fuel ongoing throughout the race. And short practice sessions. So now it's, instead of 15, it's 12-minute practice sessions. So actually practice from now on, it may not be a case of we get level 3 trim on everything that we do on the tires and the race trim. We may have to settle for level 2 on both, which is not too bad because that also means other teams may not do it as well. In terms of promotions, obviously Mclaren get promoted, and coming back down from the actually wait, hang on, what's this? Coming back down is Thornton, and then I read this wrong. Vexala is getting promoted from European racing. I'm pretty sure these two teams, Zempelli and Vexala, they just swapped, they re-swapped. I'm pretty sure that swap happened last season, so now they're basically just swapping back. But Thornton's a new Grand Prix racing team that is coming down, so obviously they'll be the team to beat. It's always the F1 team that comes down to GP2 that we always have to try and beat because their car is always so good and their drivers are always so good. So that's always the target there. But anyway, you can see there the Singapore Grand Prix is the first race coming up, so we're in pre-season pretty much now, although we're not quite there yet in terms of the testing and everything. But we've got a new sponsor. We may as well take them. 3 stars, upfront 1 million, fixed race fee. We may as well take them because upfront 1 million is going to be quite helpful. 3 stars, not too bad. Probably the best we're going to get at the moment. So we'll take them. Always good to have a bit of extra cash there. What is this? Makes a move. Okay, so a random driver makes a move. We'll continue on. We've got this contract proposal for our new driver, hopefully, and the pre-season starting, and then we'll see where the gearbox takes us and everything. I'm not too sure how that works. If we left it too late to design that gearbox. I mean, I didn't leave it too late. I just couldn't do it any earlier. But we've got a malt whiskey or Northern Harbour to sponsor us. First or second or above. In terms of the upfront payment, bigger upfront payment for this, but less on the bonus and payment. But we'll probably get Northern Harbour. We'll probably get this target probably more likely than malt whiskey. So I'm going to go for them. We get a big upfront payment. We get a little bit less bonus, but we could probably get this 880,000 earlier than getting 1.2 million, because I don't think we'll be winning like the first 3-4 races, really. That's always just what happens, because our car is just so raw and everything like that. Anyway, let's look at the contract. Negotiation. Okay, she wants to renegotiate. So she got 2 crosses. She was happy with everything apart from the wage, which she says wasn't important to her. So she's lying. So I'll add 1 more. That's it. I don't want to spend any more. That's the only issue with this plan that I've got, is that I don't want to spend too much money on this 3rd driver, because there is a chance Cruz will not leave the team, and in that case we are a bit screwed financially. So that's my final offer for her. If not, fair enough. We can't do it. We'll just keep Cruz. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to just kind of settle with him. And he'll continuously be unhappy because he's a #1 driver in his contract, but he's really not. Anyway, let's continue on. The preseason will start right now. So, does that mean... Okay, gearbox built. Does that mean our gearbox kind of got fast-tracked there? I don't know. Okay, the game's saving. What happened there? I think we got fast-tracked. Yeah, I think our gearbox got fast-track built. Yes, it did. I think it did. Yeah, it did. Awesome. Okay, so our gearbox did get fast track built. And then, okay, there you go. It's all locked now. Well, it's not technically all locked. Because you can technically still do it here. Well, it pops up here eventually. But anyway, we have to go to our mail and we'll design the new car. Right. We get 14 million, or nearly 15 million, squirreled away from next year's car, the kind of high fat stacks pot that we got. So that's a good amount of money. How much money is that? 50.8. 50.8 million. Lovely. Lovely. Love it. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We've got obviously our engine suppliers. Now last season we went with Rossini, medium. Fuel efficiency is even more important this season now, if you think about it, because obviously there's no refueling, so it's very, very important to have it. So for me, it's a no-brainer to go with the Rossini, because they have the medium fuel compared to weak and very weak. Improvability is medium. With this other engine supplier, Steinman is strong improvability, but also remember, engine is a spec part, so we can't even improve that anyway. So it's a no-brainer for me just to look at fuel efficiency basically and choose them. 7.4 million. Okay, fuel. Now, this is quite important. Improvability is weak for Russian oil, but strong fuel efficiency from the get-go, whereas Oceania is medium-medium. So, okay, if I look at this, if we look at the star ratings, right? So, from medium fuel efficiency to strong, it goes up by, well, you can see, hardly anything. Like, half a star, if that, a third of a star. But if I remember correctly, when they ask you to improve parts of the car in pre-season, it usually jumps up by an entire star. So, we may as well go with Oceania and then spend some money later in improving the fuel efficiency by, hopefully, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, right, you can't see it right now, but I'm crossing my fingers, hopefully by an entire star, rather than just having that initial further improvement, if you get what I mean. Hopefully that made sense. Also, we spend $500,000 less money right now, but we might be spending $1 million more later on to get a whole star improvement. So that's my thinking there, looking just purely at the star ratings. So then here for the material supplier, either medium, weak, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer there, because like this is the clear best one. Everything is weak or very weak on this side, and then for tire wear is strong. It's a no-brainer there for me. So 11 million, that's 11 million spent well in terms of the manufacturers we could pick for the material supplier. Brake supply now. Brakes was something that we weren't very good at last year in general. Again, I'm going to use this method of choosing between the two. So, in terms of the actual tyre wear, it goes down by literally a third, if that, less than a third. Tyre heating, though, goes up by, okay, it goes up by about half a star, or just less than half a star, and only decreases by less than a third. And there's no improvability, actually. I misread that. It's tyre wear and tyre heating only. So, last year, what did we struggle at? Tyre wear wasn't that bad last year, I don't think. It was mainly tyre heating was... We had an issue getting the tyre heating down. So, do I save 3 million and just have like a good base level here? I think I want to save 3 million, because then we could then spend 2 million if they give me the upgrade chances for tyre wear and tyre heating. So that's what I'm going to go for. I think that's the correct decision, personally. Maybe some of you will disagree with me, but that's what I'm going to go for. JP. Right, so that's our new car. 24.9. So we've got a lot of money. We've got 25 million to spend in pre-season. If anything comes up from my emails, I can click yes, improve it, and I can build parts straight away for this car. So I'm feeling good about that. We've not wasted money, and we've got a lot of nice money to spend. Right, continue on. Minus 24,900,000, confirm. That's what I'm going to go for. I'm feeling good about that. So now really what's else to do is really just about the driver, because actually before the season ended, I had got all the other important stuff done. I had re-signed Isabel Bishop to our staff. We're still good with these two. They've got longer contracts, and I'm happy with them. In terms of our chairman was fine and everything. In terms of the HQ, that may be something that we look at. Okay, that may be something we look at. Actually, we've got this extra money now, so why don't we just spend it on a new design center? Because if you look at this, compared to the rest of the teams on the grid, we're so low in design. We're actually the top of factory, so we can make parts, we just can't design them. So I'm going to upgrade it. I think that's a solid investment. 8 million. It's going to take 20 weeks, so that's quite a long time, but eventually we'll see the benefits down the road. So confirm, upgrade, 8 million. So that's going to be built in about 8 weeks' time, was it? Or 10? I can't remember. That's how short my memory was. But yeah, okay, so that's pretty much it now. So we just continue on and see what comes up. Driver. I'm guessing she did not accept it. No, she did not accept it. Okay, that's where I'm drawing the line. I'm just going to reject it. I can't afford to sign her, because I can't afford to have a driver costing me a further 378,000, especially if Cruz doesn't actually end up leaving. So I can't afford it. Maybe we'll look at a different driver. Maybe we can snap. Let's actually do that then. Let's look at retract this offer. Yes. Scout another driver. And let's see if we can maybe pick up another driver. See, I've looked at these other ones, like Pinot, Vial, but they've all got some kind of flaws for them. But I think Vial was not too bad. If we compare her to Balcazar, 17, better braking, less cornering, better smoothness, better overtaking, 2 less consistency, better adaptability though, better just 1 less fitness, better feedback, better same focus. So he's pretty much on the same level. The only downside is at the Italian Grand Prix, he wilts at home apparently. So during his home race, he's not going to do as well. But he's pretty decent. He's unemployed. Marketability is a little bit low, but is he interested? Okay. What's his wage like? Wage not important to him apparently. Okay. Number 2 driver then. Let's go for that. Short contract. That's fine, mate. That's fine. Signing on fee not too important. So I'll just bump on the lowest pretty much. 5th. 4th or above, lowest ever. Contract 327. That's what I'll offer you. That's what I'll offer you. That's pretty much, that's less than Balcazar, but you're pretty much the same performance as her. So I'll lowball you. Let's see what happens with that. But I've got a car thing here, but I can't look at it because I don't think I can check my gearbox, can I? Okay, car improvability. Me and a few engineers are worried about the car's improvability over the course of the season. We've had a few preliminary talks with the engine supplier. And so if we spend 1.5 million, that's plus 1 on improvability. That's been on my mind too. With the engine supplier. But that also goes to the entire car, because the game, I don't think the game distinguishes between improvability. So yeah, okay, that's fine. 1.5 million, good. Thumbs up from me. Contract offer, is he going to accept? Let's go back to the negotiation table. See, he's not happy with this. Go 1 more. Are you going to be happy with that? That's all I'm offering. 3.9. That's pretty much the most I'm willing to offer. Nope, he doesn't want it. Okay, I'm sorry. That's it. I'm too stubborn. Also, I'm too stingy with my money. No, it's not going to happen. We're not going to get a new driver. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to stick it out with bloody Cruz. Yeah. That's a little bit unfortunate. I shouldn't have been... I'm blaming past me, because past me shouldn't have given him such a ridiculous contract like that, but I wasn't thinking back then. So yeah, we'll just leave it. We have to go with him still, because I can't afford to have another driver that's going to cost us another 300,000 per race. Right, we're in January at the moment, so a little bit of time's approached us. So we've now got Balcazar with a new personality trait, modeling tryout. Okay. Okay, what's it with my drivers and modeling? Like Cruz has got a trait of failed model, I think, wasn't it, or something like that? And now Balcazar's become a model. Okay, and Cruz has got another personality trait, burnt out. I think I might have overdone it. For 19 weeks, he has -1 on all stats. Solid. That. Cruz's modeling career takes off. So what did I just say? I literally did not even see this email, and I said that. What is with my drivers and modeling? For fuck's sake, man. A fuel supplier breakthrough. -1.5 million, +1 efficiency. Yes, please. Cruz having a secret affair. What? Okay. Right. Cruz is a very complex man. Balcazar becomes a religious minister. Okay, so that's going to -1 on all her stats for 18 weeks. Great. I'm not liking these traits. They're really not doing much for my drivers. Ooh, this is a bit random, but Moira, our past driver, has been signed for a contract 5.5 million a year. Ooh, that is a lot. Very random, but I thought I'd put that in the video because, I don't know, she's a past driver. It's a little bit interesting. Okay, our car is coming through to the last stage of the design, so time to edit the livery. So I will get back to you once I've designed it. This time I think I'm probably going to go for a little bit more white and blackish, maybe some grey as well. I think you guys sort of like the yellow this season, but also had quite a few of you guys also preferring the more kind of professional, sort of whitish, sort of kind of white, black, gold sort of thing that we went for the previous season. So I think in maybe possibly our best season so far in GP2 coming up, I think we'll go for a bit of a different looking car. Right, this is what I've come up with. It's a bold choice, but sponsors, we've gone for this kind of turquoise green. Sort of a little hint at maybe just, Mercedes have that turquoise Patronus, so a bit of prestige colour, maybe, in terms of that way. We've still kept one tiny inkling of the old colours, the old orange or yellow, with the tertiary colour being orange. And it's a bold choice in terms of having the green turquoise versus the orange, but I think it works pretty well, because it's not obnoxious orange in your face, contrasting the green. It's just this subtle little line underneath the car, the barge boards, and especially in the front, you can hardly really see it. It's just a nice little detailing for the number. And then the rest of the car is kind of this, like, mid-grey and then black accenting on the trim. I really like it, actually. I think it looks quite mean. I think it looks quite predatory. So I'm liking it. So I'm feeling good about this car look for hopefully what is going to be our best season yet in GP2. Knock on wood. But yeah, that is the new car for 2020 or 2019. I can't even remember what season this is. I think it's 2019, isn't it? I don't even know. It was 2020. There you go. But pre-season testing starts this weekend, so that's coming up. We've also got these different scouts. I just popped in some random scouts just to see potentially these different drivers who are all better than Cruz. But unfortunately, I think even this person's signed to someone, so even if we compare it, I mean, he is better. But even if I clicked approach, actually, this guy's interested. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait. 4 million buyout clause. No, thanks. Okay, no, let's not do that. Yeah, unfortunately, the depressing look at it is we may have to just stick with Cruz. And that's only because I was a numpty back in the old day of season number 2 or whatever it was with Cruz. So I gave him a ridiculous contract like that. Right, pre-season testing is going to start, I think, pretty much literally now. If I click continue, there we go. Mail comes in. Pre-season testing. Let's go. Start testing. Let's see what goes on here. Hopefully, not any issues. Oh, struggling with understeer, apparently, for Balcazar. Okay. At least that's not a car issue, though, like in terms of like an engine braking or a leak of some sort. But apparently struggling with understeer, so she's doing worse than Cruz at the moment in terms of lap time. So hopefully we need to get that solved. Hopefully that doesn't carry forward into the next period of the season. But change morale 0 plus 24. So Cruz needed that actually to perform better than Balcazar. Just going into the new season being a bit more chirpy, and I think that's also a big reason. I mean, I was very harsh on him, and to be honest, I'm still sticking with it that he's really rubbish. But also the fact he had 0 morale wasn't helping him, obviously. Right, here we go. This is quite important. Target for 2020. This determines how much money we get over the course of the season. Now, I'm going to lowball again and go for second in the championship in terms of what we're actually aiming for. Because remember, it's all about constructors, this aim. And I think we can definitely get second again. It's just about if we can, actually challenge for first. So, I'm going to go for second. There'll be 2.17 per race. Pretty decent amount. So, that's what I'm going to go for there. New car is done as well, so if we look at the different parts we've got going on, we've got that new gearbox also still fitted to our car, actually. I don't know, it's sort of glitched. Original, I can see the part, but I don't know why it's like, I can see it, but, yeah, that's a little bit glitched. This number 1's a little bit glitched, I think, because it keeps telling me I have this new gearbox, but I clearly don't, because they're all new. So obviously straight away we're going to go to reliability and try and improve the reliability of everything we can do. So, what are the things that really fail usually? Gearbox usually fails, so we need to improve those. Brakes are usually also maybe a cause of failure a lot of the time on our car, so let's try and improve those as much as we can. That's going to be 36 days after the race, so really, it's not going to get done. So I think what we can do is try and do it to about maybe half of 36 days. Like halfway to the first race. Take these off, improve the front wing, rear wing suspension as much as we can. And try and get an even spread of reliability over everything, I think. I mean, straight away, we may as well design some new parts. So, I may as well, I think, probably design... Let's look at the calendar. What races are coming up? So, obviously, it's not going to be in time for Singapore, but... well, it might be, but we probably won't use it. Okay, acceleration. So, gearbox. Nothing. Gearbox. Oh, no, that's brakes. Brakes. Gearbox. Right. So I think gearbox is the first thing to do, because that'll come up quite a lot faster than the brakes. So new set of gearbox there. So at the moment we're starting from level 1 obviously back again. We have to reset. So 25 to max, and that's pretty much it. But that's going to be a big improvability of what we've got at the moment. So decent enough. 1 million? Yep. Right, I've done as much as I can on reliability work, but obviously, as is always the case with the first race, there's always going to be some unreliability there. So we go ahead to the Singapore Grand Prix. So one race for this episode only, guys, for the preseason, because obviously we've done quite a lot anyway on the preseason stuff. So in terms of our sponsor target, going to be nice and low, nice and realistic, just 7th or above. I think we can try and aim for that. I think if we can get 7th or above, honestly, that'll be a really good thing. So that's what we'll go for. This is going to annoy me. This number 1 is going to annoy me because it's definitely glitched. But I can't do anything about it. Anyway, fit parts. So in terms of parts we got, I'm going to try and focus on having a nice even split. Because Balcazar is on equal status. He's on number 1. So if I give them the same number of parts, they're fine with it. Cruz will still be somewhat angry because he wants the best parts. But obviously last season I just fully went everything to Balcazar. So I'll try and be a bit fairer this time. And I think honestly for this first race, I'll probably just end up giving whatever's the most reliable to Balcazar. Because she'll probably do better work with that more reliable part. So what's more reliable here? That is. So yeah, she's got that part. More reliable here. Give that to her. So she's going to have a worse rear wing, but it's going to be a little bit more reliable. She's now unhappy actually, and he's content. So that's actually that's a big difference that makes. I'm trying to be as fair as I can, but at the same time, also in the back of my head, I keep on, knowing the fact that she is just better. So with a better car, she'll do even better than she would do in a worse car. So he's angry, but it's only 3 to 8%. I think last season it was like 10%. So yeah, it's a really tricky situation. Anyway, practice is going to be clear, qualifying clear, race clear. Remember, practice is shorter, so when I do update you at the end of practice, I actually may only be saying trim 2 on a lot of things because we have less time to do stuff. But that may work out as a whole because other teams around us may not be able to also get higher trim levels. But really, as per usual, as has been the case the entire time this season, don't expect much from race 1. I'm not going to, and I'm going to just hope we can make the top 10. Honestly, I think it's going to be a very difficult race, especially with the new system of no refueling. I'm going to have to try and get used to that and suss it out a little bit. Right, so with 10 minutes... Right, so with the final few seconds to go, and the practice session is ended. We've got pretty good setups for both the drivers. In terms of what we gained in terms of knowledge, I got level 2 on soft tyres, level 2 on race trim. You notice I didn't even bother doing the super softs this time. Because, unlike last season, there's no refueling. Last season, going really aggressive with the tyres, really aggressive with the strategy worked out because there was refueling. But now, like real life Formula 1 and many motorsports, going long without refueling, I think going with the soft tyre, having knowledge of the harder compound of tyre is going to be the way to go, I think. May come back and bite me and be completely wrong, but that's just my thinking. So we're going to try it in round 1. If not, then we may have to try and go back to the aggressive strategy and just be aggressive minus the refueling aggression. But anyway, we'll go on to qualifying. I don't have high hopes for qualifying, to be honest. I think 7th or above. I think 7th is like our own pole position, really. I'm going to take the instant result because I don't trust myself still with qualifying. But soft tyre, medium tyre, I mean, I'm still annoyed that you don't get extra random slots for qualifying. It just seems like such a waste, but there you go. But yeah, you can see the setup's pretty good, 97%. Tyre choice will go on super softs, obviously the faster tyre. 96% set up, pretty decent. Super soft tyre. But I'll take the instant result and let's see what they come up with. As I said, even if we get 7th, that's good as pole position, to be honest, for me. So let's see. Our car is better than last year's car relative to the entire grid at the very start of the season. So what it's going to be? Oh, quite close to 7th, actually. 10th place. 10th and 13th. Okay, not too bad, considering we've been used to sometimes at the beginning of the season qualifying right at the end in 19th and 20th. So that's okay. That's okay. If you think about it, probably only maybe 2-3 positions less than we were doing at the end of last season. So all in all, not too bad. We can work with that. We can work with that. Right, here we go. Race time. So different slots, soft tyre and race trim. And it's going to be soft tyre and race trim. Ooh, actually, wait a sec. Car condition drops slightly slower. That might be one to choose for him, to be honest. I might go race trim and nurse for the first round. That might be very, very useful, actually. Confirm. Okay, I'm gonna do that. We'll go with that. Right, obviously no refueling, so there's no even fuel tab. So it's all just about the tyres. So we're going to start off on the super softs, I think, because we want to go fast at the beginning, and then we'll see how it pans out. But we'll start on the super softs and we'll see where it goes. But we'll go... I think we're going to start aggressive at the very start of this race. I think I'll go the same we've been doing the entire time, very aggressive at the very first stint, but then we'll see how it goes on the harder, soft compound of tyres. But it's going to be a very weird race. I haven't done no refueling since GP3, I think it was, so it's quite a few episodes ago, well, a lot of days ago, so let's just see how this goes. Right, here we go. 5 red lights for the Singapore Grand Prix. The start of a new season, always nerve-wracking. Here we go. 10th and 13th, we are off, and that is a decent start from Balcazar. Up into 10th place, I think it is, no, 12th place. I looked at the wrong damn car. My cars are, one thing I've noticed, the only bad side with having grey cars is that my cars get camouflaged into the road they're driving on. But it's a great start from Cruz, I'd say, not Balcazar. It was actually Cruz that made the jump up. He's up into 9th place, 7th. What on earth's happening with Cruz? He's doing fantastic at the moment. He must have heard me. You know what? That's it. He must have heard me. He must have heard me bag on him the entire last 2 rounds, and he's showing what he can do right now in this car. He's up into 6th. Balcazar down in 13th, trailing. I'm going to keep it aggressive, I said, for now. So we'll keep them attacking and, you know, getting at the tyre temps. I think now's a good time to bring this down to pushing. Definitely for the fuel, I want to bring it on to medium because we need to take care of the fuel, obviously, which is a big part of this season. Obviously, right now it's at minus for both of them. Obviously, there is that kind of... It's kind of weird now. In this season now, there may be a weird ebb and flow to how I use the fuel. I may actually use attacking for a bit, then have to save some fuel, go on low fuel mixture for a little bit. That might be that weird kind of way we do things. But for now, we'll go with what we're going with, medium, nice halfway stint. And now the tyre temps are up. We'll go down to neutral and try and save the tyres a little bit and extend them on. But we've done pretty well. Well, Cruz has done pretty well to get a good jump up into 5th. Balcazar not so much, only up into 9th. Right, lap 5, you can see Balcazar and Cruz at the moment are fighting. Balcazar has just overtaken Cruz. So, at the moment, I've got him conservative, though. I've got Balcazar on attacking because she was quite far back. So, I'm splitting the strategies a little bit. My thinking is I'm going to do aggressive, really aggressive with Balcazar. And I'll go a little bit more conservative right now from Cruz till the end of the race. And we'll see how those 2 strategies pan out. I'm trying to get this tyre temp down, but even on conservative, Cruz is really not dropping those tyre temps. So I may as well take it back to neutral. But in terms of the fuel, I'm burning a bit more fuel with Balcazar, but we're only minus 30, minus 108. So we're looking good for the fuel. Her lap times are really decent, actually. So let's put that up to high. Let's respond a little bit with Cruz because he's dropped down to 8th now. But it's a bit of a weird situation. I'm really in the blank of how this is actually going to work out. I wonder what these top guys are going to do. Are they going to pit now? Because their tyres are quite worn already. Don't know if they're going to go one more lap, potentially. They might do. I think they might go one more lap, actually, the people around us. So we're going to go attacking and overtaking. Really push hard now on this lap and continue on. But with Cruz, we'll conserve and we'll go 1 extra lap. So I want to pit in now with Balcazar at the end of this lap. We're going to the soft tyres. So 16 laps, apparently. So probably I can only take them, I'm guessing, around 14, I would say. 8 laps right now, so that's 6, 7, 8, 22. Maybe that gives us a chance to then go on a set of super softs at the end, till the end. So, okay, how are the parts? Parts are okay. That's quite low. Looks like we will have to make another pit stop probably for reliability, I'm guessing. But fast pit stop there. Okay, so Balcazar's going to come in. Cruz will continue on for 1 more lap here. 1 more lap, and then we'll bring him in for a set of soft tyres. Alright, Balcazar's in, so not a lot of people actually pit with her, so she's going to try a bit of an undercut here. Bad pit stop for the tyres there, but it's alright, it's alright. So we'll push on a little bit, get the tyre temps up, and then we'll go dead neutral, because I don't want to heat up and wear out these medium tyres. We're also going to go for pits for Cruz. Park condition looking a bit better, so you can clearly see the nursing trait is working well. But tyre choice, nearly mistakenly Force of Habit put on super soft tyres. Soft tyres now, same strategy pretty much, see how far they can go with him. But let's push in. Push in. Oh, yeah, okay, that was good. He nearly got overtaken. Oh, he did get overtaken by this turquoise car. We're going to push into the pits with him, and he doesn't come in. Okay, fair enough. Cruz in. Come on, good pit stop, please. Good pit stop. Comes out. Oh, ahead of Balcazar. Ahead of Balcazar. Interesting. Okay. So, even though he was going slower, quote-unquote, with a conservative driving style, he actually went a little bit longer there. So, interesting. Right, at the moment, Cruz in 6th place. 5th place got a problem there. Obviously, everyone's going to have issues at some point in this Grand Prix. We've got Balcazar in 9th place. At the moment, pace is looking decent with Cruz, and Balcazar is closing up, even though I've got on conserve, because her tyre temps were shooting up. The same with Cruz. The tyre temps at Singapore love to go up, it looks like. Like, even naturally, even though you're going conservative, they just shoot up. So, yeah, very difficult to actually take care of the tyres, but we're going to try our best. Can't believe I'm saying that, because I've been so used to just going pounding on the tyres last season, but we're trying this difference of strategy with the no refueling. At the moment, it's not quite working out, because Cruz is going down the order now with conservative, whereas Balcazar is actually responding to going conservative. Balcazar actually caught up to Cruz, even though she was conservative, so it's an interesting thing to note. That looks like Balcazar could go a bit faster with conserve compared to Cruz. Looks like Cruz responds better to more aggression. But at the moment, 7th and 8th, not too bad. Not too bad. You got people like Flores on super softs, Sevilla on super softs. I don't know about you guys, but I really can't tell what this strategy is actually going to pan out to be. But virtual safety car. Let's save some fuel here. Back up, save where we can. Crucial to always do that here. Alright, with 10 seconds to go, back to medium, please. 2 seconds to go, there you go. Just saved a tiny bit, literally a millisecond of fuel and tyre wear there. At the moment, Cruz has actually got enough fuel actually to make it to the end perfectly, so he's good. Whereas the Balcazar may need to do some more fuel saving at some point, but she's right behind Cruz actually, so she used that fuel to good effect. But at the moment, they line and stern, 6th and 7th. Just hope they don't fight each other too much here. Right, lap 17, I'm going to tell Cruz to let Balcazar through here, because Balcazar's got a lot better pace. And what's happening is, I'll slow it down to explain, I think what's going to happen is, Balcazar, I think she's going to have to come in earlier, and I'll put her onto another set of soft tyres. We've got the soft perk with her. I don't have that same perk with Cruz, because remember, we use the nurse perk. So with Balcazar, I'll put on another set of softs, and go a bit more attacking on that last set of softs, and basically, that's how it's going to work out, because she's wearing her tyres a bit more. Whereas with Cruz, we could go and stick with what we're doing at the moment, what we plan to do, which is put on a second set of super softs at the end of the race. And also, because he's the one with more fuel in his tank, he can also push the engine at the end on the set of super softs and potentially make some overtakes at the end. That's what I'm hoping. Obviously, there's this entire factor of the park conditions for everything. Balcazar's got low front wing. Cruz will eventually get to some low parts. So there's also that thing. We may be forced to make pit stops around when our parts are failing rather than our tyres and cars. And actually, to that effect, because that front wing's definitely going to fail soon for Balcazar, I'm going to tell her to attack. I've told her to attack. So we're going to take the tyre life out, make a very early pit stop for softs, because I need to change that front wing and potentially even rear wing. I mean, a lot of things maybe need changing, whereas Cruz's nurse trait's really working quite well here. It's nice. It's all above 30 still, which is looking good. Right, 13 laps remaining. I'm going to bring in... Should I bring in Balcazar? No, we'll leave her out for one more lap. One more lap for Balcazar. Okay, so she's crossed the line. Now I'll come in, because I think her front wing literally just broke now. Yeah, it did. Okay, getting very, very, very low. These are low. I need to fix those. 22% yet. 23% yet. Oh. Do I fix that? Do I fix the brakes? That actually doesn't change our position there. Changing the brakes doesn't change our position, so I might as well fix that as well. Rear wing, that's too big of a job. Right. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, okay, coming in. Tyre choice, soft tyres. Right, you're coming in, Balcazar. Give her everything you got coming in. Cruz's front wing took a big dip because it's on 29% now. I think he just radioed in about something falling underneath his wing. So I'm a little bit hesitant about. I think if we can go one more lap and then we'll go on super softs with him, or potentially even 2 more laps if we can muster it. But Balcazar is in for a very painful pit stop here. Goes down the order, 10th, gonna be 11th, 12th. That's a very slow pit stop, but we needed to make it. We needed to make it because she was really not doing well for the parts. Meanwhile, with Cruz, he's in 5th place at the moment, still conserving his soft tyres. I've got it on overtake mode on the engine, though, so that's actually equalising in terms of the pace he's got at the moment. He's out of sync with everyone here, which is kind of a good thing, because he'll be out of sync in a good way at the end of the Grand Prix. He'll be a lot faster, but he's got great pace at the moment, taking out chunks of his old lap time there. So looking decent. I think now is probably the best time to actually come in. He's done a brilliant in-lap, actually, so probably a good time to come in now. So, in terms of his part fixes, I think the only thing to fix, really, is this 29%, because that will probably maybe wear out, and that's not going to lose us any positions. May lose us some time, but not positions. Fast pit stop, super soft tyres. We've only got, how many is that? 9 laps left to the end? Yeah, 9 laps. That'll be good. That'll be good. Pit in now. Cruz, come in. You've done a brilliant, brilliant in-lap there, son. Brilliant in-lap. Good stuff. Great and good. Great and good. Okay. It's looking good. Surprisingly, it's looking like Cruz is actually going to be the better driver here in this first weekend. All thanks to probably his nurse trait. I think that nurse trait's actually pretty damn OP right now with the lack of refueling. Well, at the moment, Cruz up into 6th place as someone else made their pit stop. So Cruz above our sponsor target. At the moment, Balcazar's overtaken someone, and she is in 10th place at the moment. And soft tyres looking good. Probably could bring them down to conserve now, just to make sure, well, actually neutral, I'd say neutral. Let's go neutral. But in 10th, that person's got to pit Fox. So she'll definitely go up to 9th at least, just about if she can catch Shah or Sevilla. And with Cruz, it's about if he can catch Flores, who's on soft tyres ahead of him. And he's going to the end of the Grand Prix. And he's saving fuel. Right, Balcazar up into 8th place there. So, decent, decent. One off the sponsor target for her. Meanwhile, you can see I'm just looking at Cruz's park conditions. Looking okay at the moment. So, the only worry is the gearbox, 28%. Hopefully that gets to the end. But we are trying to save some fuel at the moment. But we are going to go high. It's a bit of a tightrope walk with the gearbox there. But, doing well at the moment, doing well at the moment. This is solid. He's in 4th, actually. I did not realise that. He's actually in flipping 4th at the moment, so he's doing brilliant. He's got 5th place right behind him, though. But as I mentioned before, a few times probably, I'll probably repeat myself, but if we can get 7th or above with both the drivers, I would say that's a grand success, really, for this first race, because typically, historically, we've been so shocking in the first few rounds of championships, so hopefully we can just get some decent points. Cruz up into 3rd, actually, momentarily, though. But he gets held up in traffic. This gaggle of blue flag cars did not help us there. But he's good. Neutral, medium. He's got enough fuel, got the tyre wear. So it's a nice kind of medium weight now. And with only 3 laps remaining, it might be time now to go to pushing with him and push those soft tyres a little bit more. Balcazar's got an issue with her rear wing. How much time is that going to lose her, I wonder? Feels like I lost some speed on the straights. There's a problem with the rear wing. Yeah, there is. Do we make a quick pit stop? How much time is that going to lose us? Add that on. Okay, we won't lose a position. Okay, they'll add 6 seconds on, but we won't lose a position, crucially. Right. Does a pit stop add to that? No, it won't. New set of tyres. 7-second pit stop. We have to make anyway for this part. So, okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. No, obviously, don't. I keep thinking we have to think about fuel, but we don't. All right, come in, Balcazar. It's going to have to be a very quick pit stop. May as well do it. We're not going to lose positions, so we may as well do it just so she gets to the end and actually finishes the goddamn race. Meanwhile, with Cruz, he is in 2nd place at the moment. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. This has been such a low-key race for Cruz. Such a low-key race, but he is in 2nd place at the moment. Balcazar comes out, a little bit less fuel on minus 0.3, so let's put that down to medium to make sure she gets to the end, but she's going to attack on that set of tyres to the end. But 1 lap left in this Grand Prix. Cruz is in 2nd. He's got the tyre wear somewhat. He's got the fuel to go even higher in attacking maybe. Where is first? Where is first? First is up the road. I don't think we'll be able to get 1st place, but we're trying to secure 2nd here. How's the part? It's all good. It's all good. I can't believe I'm quite saying this. The man I completely insulted to no end of it at the end of the season last year has come home in 2nd place. Balcazar will come home in 6th place, attacking maybe at the end. No, that's a lap car. So if she'll come home for 6th place, it's a 2nd and a 6th in the first race. I call that a victory, to be honest. We've never done that well in the opening round of the season. And who would have thought? What a story that is. Cruz, fighting for his career, to be honest, in our team, is trying to prove his worth, and he's in 2nd place. The nurse perk was an absolute OP thing to have, and it's worked out an absolute treat. Fantastic job from Cruz. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Balcazar, I'm proud of her, though, because she had to make that extra pit stop that I didn't really want to make with the super soft tyres, and she's still come home in 6th place, so I call that solid. If not for that pit stop, could have maybe even been 5th or 4th with her. And really, it's because of that really poor start she had. She went down a few positions compared to Cruz, making 5 positions up at the beginning of the race. So it's all about that start and also that park condition. So I'm still really happy with how she performed. But wow, Cruz. He keeps on doing this to me, actually, to be fair. He keeps on doing that. Every time I insult him or anything, he just does better sometimes. So there we go. First bit of silverware. Didn't expect it to come so early, but that's second place there for Cruz. Awesome stuff. We're already 7 points, however, behind first place E-Spirit there. So a little bit annoying, but I'm going to try and chase them, because I think that they were here last season. Thornton's the new team here, so we beat them last season. So we need to try and do that again. If we can try and if Thornton ends up being third and the one we're fighting is E-Spirit GP, I think we can take them because we beat them last season. There we go. So we got minus 100,000, unfortunately. Even though we did get the race target, we did not get the qualifying target. So lost a bit of money there, but that's fine. Just a tiny bit. And in terms of Cruz's morale, that was a wonder race for him in terms of the morale. That really did quite a lot. He needed that. The team needed that, especially because it's looking like I can't get rid of him. So I needed that for him to step up a little bit and show me that he can be a little bit worth to have around still. Accept the interview to end off the episode. You must be delighted with Cruz's result. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic for us. Great stuff for him. Bagstar finished in 6th, well below expectations. Not to worry. She'll bounce back. She will bounce back, I think. So I finished the interview there. Podium. He's got that new trait for the podium. Looking good. Car repair, obviously, is going to get repaired after the race. So that is a fantastic first episode, but that's where I'm going to end it off for today, guys. So if you did enjoy it, smash the like button for episode number 1 of this brand new season of Motorsport Manager. If we can try and get over 1,000 likes, that'd be absolutely amazing, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for weekly forum content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.